It's David Rutz with David Allen Capital. I'm glad you came out today. I'm moving us over. This is a live presentation, September 6th. So I'm just setting us up on YouTube for live streaming, and we'll get started. We're now on YouTube as well, so welcome. Um, Again, I appreciate you coming out to look today. We got a small audience today, private group. Hopefully, we can take some questions at the end. But we decided to do this presentation for you so that you could learn about D.A.C. And as the founder of the company, it's my honor to share with you what we're all about, so that you can hopefully have the objective met of what is D.A.C. all about? Is it something I want to pursue? Is there a good return on my investment of time? Is it worth my while? Are they serving good? Are they providing good services or products to the marketplace? And is the timing right? And is this something I want to do? So that's what this presentation is all about. I'm going to share my screen with you because I've got some slides that I think will be helpful for you in learning more about the D.A.C. business. So, Tyler, can you confirm you can see my slides there?
Yep, we can see them.
Okay, great. Well, let's get started then. Hey, again, we want to show you a way that you can start your own home-based service agency with D.A.C. And the neat thing about what we offer is we provide all the upsides of business ownership without any of the complications and regulations and risk, financial upside risk or financial startup costs, et cetera. But yet we've got all the upsides of business ownership. But you'll be in business for yourself, however, not by yourself. We're there to help you. And with our agency, basically, you promote business services and consumer services. And some of our services will pay you next day bonuses. You can actually, on Monday, earn a nice bonus already. It's Friday today, right? But we also have something called residual revenue, which means a residual income, which means you do something once and get paid for the life of the customer using your service. So you could literally be paid here in September of 2024 on customers you signed up in 2015, right? Or get paid in 2029 on customers you sign up today. So by then, you can see each month you start the month off with already a bunch of income already stacked up on residual income. It's called walkaway residualized income. Some people call it evergreen. We want to help you earn some of that. Again, we'll give you all the training you need so you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And as I mentioned, it's absolutely free to join. There's no investment into D.A.C. required, except your time, of course. We're nationwide. You'll be able to get customers in every state. 9-year-old business started in 2015. We're strong financially. Experienced team. I've got over 30 years experience helping people start their own home-based business. Been doing this full time since then. And our corporate team's got over 100 years combined, and then we've got leaders in the field with hundreds of years when you combine all their time. People with 20 years, 30 years, 15 years, 8 years, 7 years, 3 years. All these people coming together with great experience to help support your business. Well, we're ramping up into phase two, and we need some more success-minded servant-type leaders to help take care of customers. People are self-motivated, or self-starters and motivated, or self-motivated, I guess, to start part-time with us, but also have the upside potential of full-time income. The benefits of this agency opportunity is number one, you can be a self-employed agent. You get the tax advantages of being an agent. There's no investment required, and we'll position you in your own business with all the training you need with great service providers, and you can earn now bonuses and residual income. But we also allow you, if you want to build an agency where you can add other agents yourself. And if you add other agents, we'll position you to pay or get paid on each one of those agents, and there's no investment required of you for that either. And then some of them may do the same, where you might end up having a network of agencies nationwide that you can earn overrides on. It multiplies itself. But again, all this comes down to how effective is it for our agents? Do we have a great opportunity for our agents to earn now money and residual income? Do we have good services, et cetera? So let me tell you a little bit more about our agency before you worry about whether it's a good opportunity for you and whether you'd ever want to build an agency or not. What does it look like to be an agent? Well, number one, we market B2B services or business services and consumer services. In all cases, we've contracted with best-in-class business providers and consumer service providers, and you would simply connect your customers with them, and then the service providers take over taking care of your customer, and you get paid. Every service we market is supported by industry experts, so you don't have to have experience. Experience can't hurt, but it certainly is not required. You simply refer these potential clients to your personalized websites that we give you for free. And again, we'll train you so you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. So let's look at these services that we have. First of all, our flagship product is business funding. Most businesses can't get approved for bank funding. We can get them approved. That's our flagship product. We'll tell you more about it in a moment. We also have merchant processing, or what's called payment processing for business owners. We're disrupting that marketplace. Can't wait to tell you how. We got healthcare, disrupting that, and pharmacy, disrupting that. All of our services have a disruptive, advantageous position for you. Consumer services, we have a brand new pharmacy product that's doing to pharmacy what Netflix did to movies. I can't wait to tell you about it. And then we have our healthcare, disruptive, and ID theft protection. The only thing we can say disruptive about that is it's the same or better coverage than a competition at a lower price. All right. So that's more of a commodity type product. But we'll have other services in the future as well. But let's look at business funding first. Let me go through these real quickly, each one, so you can see how you would be positioned. Number one, business funding, when their bank can't help, we can. Well, sometimes the bank can help, but it takes them 2 months. We can help today, right? Or sometimes they can't get approved. In fact, you have a great opportunity because we got a lot of brave business owners out there that you can help. 99% of businesses in America are considered small. 30 million in America. They employ 57 million, which is all great, but guess what? One third will fail in the first 2 years, a half in 5, and 2/3 in 10 years. Wow, the success rate is very low. Do you know today, 6 in 10 active businesses, 6 out of every 10 active businesses is breaking even or losing money? The odds are stacked against them, but they're still brave. They're still going for it. And when you ask why did most fail, the number one reason they cited for failure is lack of working capital. That means lack of money. They got ideas, but need money to implement them. They want to launch a new product, don't have the money to buy the product. They want to do a billboard campaign. They don't have the money to buy billboards. They want to build a new website, can't. They want to add a patio onto their restaurant, can't. They don't have the money. So they got ideas, but they don't have the working capital. But isn't that what the bank's for? Yeah, banks are great. For 20% of the businesses out there who have collateral to put up, that's the first requirement. Do they even own that restaurant building they're in? Or are they in a strip mall and they don't own it, they're renting it? You have to have collateral to get a business loan. Either the corporate headquarters you're in, the restaurant you're in, has to be owned by you, or your home has got to be put up as collateral. So guess what? 80% don't meet that. And if they meet it, they can't meet all the other requirements. So what happens for the 80% who can't get bank funding, who own a business? We already said 6 in 10 are breaking even or losing money. Well, that's why we started this company, because their only sources are their savings or their friends and family, which you leave most of these businesses. Sorry, a business needs 100K to expand, as an example here. Their friends and family or their savings may not cover it, usually doesn't. We're talking about the 80% who can't get it from their bank. What do? Well, they've got us, D.A.C. We have alternative funding providers who will fund those businesses. So you simply take that business who needs working capital, you refer them to D.A.C. And we've got multiple providers. We're going to find them the best offer quickly, sometimes same day, and they get the funds they need, and you win. So we've got the solution for this working capital disease, right? You help fuel their business growth, and that's funding your immediate income. Now, what's neat about this is we give you the website that already works. It already converts. We also give you social posts you can share. We give you training and a marketing app that you can share videos right out of that tells you when someone's watching the video. We give you these replicated websites you see. And when they click apply now, they go to our Bank Breezy business funding platform, which is an online application. It's all done online. There's no documents. It's all electronic. They fill out this quick application here. They upload 3 months bank statements, or if they're a smaller business, they just link their bank and we give them an offer right then. We find them the best offer. And again, you get paid immediately. So let's say you help someone get a $20,000 funding. Well, you're going to make about $800. You help someone get $80,000 funding, you're going to make about $3,200. Now, there's a range here, but that's about the average right there. And again, you're paid as fast as next day. We pay you the day after we're paid, and most of our providers pay us next day. That's pretty fast. I helped a client get 60,000 plus on Tuesday, the day after Labor Day. And actually, they got it Wednesday. They agreed to take it Tuesday, and I got paid Thursday, yesterday. That's that quick. The business is pleased, and I'm pleased. And again, you have an answer for 80% of the businesses out there. You're helping to fuel that business owner's ideas or their profits. You're helping to give them that outcome of pursuing that profit, giving them the money. Or maybe they got a lot of damage coming their way if they don't make a payment on something. Well, you can help alleviate that damage too. And again, you're paid large bonuses the very next day. So again, you fuel business owners with funds, you earn immediate and large bonuses, or you help save some of the damage and earn. That's our business funding. We also have payment processing, health share, pharmacy. By the way, with business funding, do you see how there's businesses in your community? If 6 and 10 are breaking even or losing money, do you see how you being able to come getting an offer is spectacular? And you can. It is spectacular, a lot of fun. But let's look at merchant processing. We've got a disruptive service here. It's game changing. So basically what happens is business owners, when they take credit cards, they pay processing fees. We come along and we charge that business lower fees, saving them money. We can offer them the same or better equipment, but we even have something brand new called dual pricing, which equals net zero fees, where they don't have to pay fees. This is unbelievable. So what is this? Well, typically a business will pay 2 to 3% of their credit card sales per transaction. So if they do 100,000 in sales, they're paying 2 to 3 grand. Well, dual pricing allows the business to pass that on to the customer choosing to use a credit card. Now, gas stations have been doing this for a decade, and nobody even balks about it, but it hasn't been allowed in anything but gas stations. Well, now it is. Every business can do it, and they're moving over to it. 5 years from today, every business in North America and the world, frankly, will be charging dual pricing. And you have the opportunity to bring this forward. Now, when doing so, cash paying customers pay the same cash price they're paying now, where someone using a card would pay a little bit more. This is what it looks like. When they're checking out, they would see, okay, card price $56.16, cash price $54. You decide. We're not raising your prices, but if you're choosing to use a credit card, you're going to pay a little bit more, just like when you're paying for your gas at the pump. So by passing these credit card fees on to the customer, the business doesn't have to absorb all these costs anymore. So example, business doing 100 grand. I gave that 3% fee example. They're paying 3,000 in processing fees. With dual pricing, that stays in their pocket. That equals immediate increased profits for the business, and it allows them to adjust for all the fees that exist out there without having to raise prices for everybody. No reason to raise prices on people paying cash. And why is this great for you? Well, this creates a highly exciting, lucrative opportunity for you as a merchant processing agent. Why? Because businesses are switching to this, and you can get paid a percentage of the sales. There's a high demand for them to save money. They get a quick and tangible return on investment immediately. They start making more profit. This is a disruptive and innovative offering to help you stand apart from the competition who's just charging fees. There's real ease of sales. It's a win-win proposition. You're saving them money on those fees, and you're earning a percent. A great growth opportunity for them because they have more profit to invest. And it's also great for you because people will refer customers. And then merchant retention. Why? Why would they ever leave if they're not paying now? They don't have to pay anymore. Why would they have to leave? Do you ever switch your water company? You got one water company coming into your house. That's who you use. Well, guess what? That's how it's going to be with payment processing because they can't save by leaving you, right? And we've got all the same equipment or better. And you earn residual income for the life of the customer. Pretty spectacular. Again, you're saving them big money, adding to their profit, and you earn a percentage every single month of their sales. Yep, every single month. We'll tell you how in a minute. Healthcare, we're disrupting healthcare. Why? Because after the Affordable Care Act came out, healthcare costs went through the roof. Because you got to allow people with pre-existing conditions, and there's a lot of credits for the lower income population. So that means the healthcare costs are just crazy now for everybody. Well, there's an exemption called health sharing. It's an exemption that anyone can get health sharing and not have to pay these crazy high costs. However, you can't have pre-existing conditions. If you do, they won't be covered. But you know how many millions of people don't have pre-existing conditions that can save big money? You introduce them to our health sharing plan. We get them a quote. On average, they're going to save 60%. That's fact. We'd get in trouble saying this wasn't true. On average, they're going to save 60 to 80% off their insurance that they're paying for. My family, we're saving $600 a month off our premiums, $7,200 per year in savings, and I have a lower deductible and better coverage. Same doctor network. Unbelievable, because we can do health sharing. It's in every single state, and there's no open enrollment period. You can enroll any month you want because we've got this exemption. It's a health sharing plan rather than health insurance plan, but it works like insurance, but it costs like insurance did 10 years ago. Unbelievably good. Get the word out. Get a quote from someone. You help someone save money and you earn residual income month over month over month. I get paid on my own medical coverage. It's pretty darn cool. That's our healthcare on the group. So those are the business products. We do have that RX membership on the left, but I'm going to talk about that right now on the right-hand side because it's the same product that we market for consumers. It's called our flat rate free pharmacy program. This is disruptive. We're doing to pharmacy what Netflix did to movies. How? A monthly fee covers all your medication. What? Yeah, $19.95 for an individual, $29 for family, and all your prescriptions are shipped to your home and free. Shipping's free and medication's free. And it includes, it's not like Netflix, which has some movies. It's got over 90% of the most prescribed medications are free. It's like all your favorite movies, every movie, all 90% of all the movies you'd want to watch on Netflix. That doesn't exist, but it does with our pharmacy product. So not only do you get over 90% of the top prescribed chronic medications, but what if you had an immediate need? Like a rash on your arm, you need an antibiotic, you got to go to CVS. Well, those are also free. 90% of them anyway, over 90% of the one time, it's called acute medications. I had to use this twice last week, once for my daughter for an antibiotic for her arm. And once for me, I don't know if it was COVID or not. Doesn't, my wife had COVID. I didn't test, but my throat was bothering me. They told me to drink this gargle and it was a prescription. And it was just probably salt water. I don't even know what it was, but it was a prescription, but it was free with this instead of $12. The antibiotic was free rather than 32. So this is unbelievable. And it's already in the system at CVS. So I just walk in and say, I need this. Okay, that's free with your program. That's free with your program. Pretty cool. And of course, the others are shipped free. Now, it doesn't stop there. Another bonus, if you're diabetic, how about a free starter kit? That's got a cost to it. They ship you one. And all your diabetic medication, most of them anyway, are free. Insulin's not, but we have the lowest price insulin in North America. You pick it up at your local Walmart. They have your card on file and you pay the lowest price. Unbelievable. Plus, if it's not on the free list, it's discounted. You want a medication that's not free, it's discounted. You got over-the-counter medications like Advil, ibuprofen. We just had, with how we were feeling, we took our Allegra, but we got it from this company and it's a generic. And we paid $3 for a bottle rather than 14, right? But it's the same medication. Licensed pharmacy helpline. So this is disruptive, game changing. 5 years from today, everybody's going to be online pharmacy and it's going to be ship free. It's the Netflix model is moving to pharmaceutical. It's going to happen. There's no question. And you can be one of the people that helps bring it in. This is what your website looks like. They can go look to make sure that all the drugs are included. They sign up on an online form. You don't have to worry about filling their prescriptions, anything. You're not a pharmacist. You just market the membership. The pharmacy takes care of everything and all the fulfillment and everything else. They sign up today. Their card's live tomorrow at all the pharmacies nationwide after 4 o'clock tomorrow. It's pretty killer. Or next business day, it would be Monday. You can market this to large groups. You can even use this as a fundraiser, market it to a church. They give this membership away to all, not give it away, but they market it to all their members. Every member who signs up will get this great benefit, and the church gets $2 to $5 per member per month. And you earn for referring the fundraiser. Yep, just a cool opportunity there. You can see it's a great consumer product and great for groups. You can bring an employer group over and they can offer this as their pharmacy plan and save a bunch of money and give free medication to their employees instead of a copay medication. It's unbelievable. So yeah, I get pretty excited about our services. Health sharing, that's the same plan we already talked about. It's a plan my family's on. It's exempt from health insurance laws, but it works like insurance. That means you can pay a lot less Now, again, you can't do it if you have pre-existing condition. I'm not talking about high blood pressure. I'm talking about you just had a heart attack. You're not going to be able to get approved. You can, but your heart won't be covered. So you're better off going to the Affordable Care Act and getting some from them, right? So someone who's otherwise healthy, though, they're like, man, why wouldn't I? It's better coverage than my insurance and costs 60 to 70% less. Yep, I know. That's why we're marketing it. It's why my family's on it. So could you see yourself using this? You need to get a quote on the healthcare. You need to check. If you're paying for pharmaceutical, you need to move to our pharmaceutical membership. Obviously, if you're a business owner, you need to move to our dual pricing and put that 3% back in your pocket. Or if you got a profit idea you want to fuel, you got an idea that you want to fund, drive your profits, we'll get you the money. We'll get you the working capital that you're doing 50,000 a month in revenue. We'll get you 50 grand on average. What can you do with 50,000? Can you turn it into 400 or 500,000? Probably you're an entrepreneur business owner. Now, if you're an agent, could you imagine saying that to a business owner? And them going, heck yeah, I'll take 50 grand. Let's go. And turn it into 400,000. You'd be their best friend forever. They'd be telling everyone about you. And you got paid to do it? Yep. That's what we're doing, guys. We also intend to launch health, life, and mortgages. Health and life later this year, mortgages next year. Those will require a license when they launch, but you never have to pursue them. Just letting you know what's on our radar. Benefit one, you can be an agent. As we already talked about, you earn big bonuses and residual for your own clients. You never have to build a team, but we don't restrict you from doing it, like State Farm and Real Estate One. You don't have to pay to become a broker here. If you want to build an agent team, you go ahead and build your agency team. You refer other agents, you support them, and we're going to pay you on every one of those agents' success. And if that turns into a network of agencies, we'll pay you on that too. And that's what I want to show you, how you can grow your income and gain more flexibilities. The first way is personal commissions as an agent, right, on your personal clients. Let's look at your bonuses on funding. You help some businesses get some funding. You're going to make 40 to 80% of whatever the bonus revenue is. Bonus revenue is our profit on the account, not our profit, our revenue on the account. Okay. So, which is going to average for you about 2 to 8% of the funding amount is what you'll earn. All right. So give an example. You help a business get 10,000, you're going to make two to 800 bucks with an average of about 400. You're paid the day after we are. Help someone get 80 grand, you're going to make 1,600 to 7,200. Again, paid the day after we are. The average again is going to be about 4%. Help someone get $500,000, you're going to make 10,000 to 450. We had someone last week got paid on a $600,000 funding, and they got $24,000 commission. Not bad, eh? So you can see there's some big incomes available here, but you can make zero too. Right. But this shows you, and again, you're helping fuel their business or helping them avoid an amazing or a large damaging consequence from not having money to pay rent or something. And then you have the residual incomes. Let's talk about how we pay residually. We're going to pay you 20 to 50% of the residual revenue. Again, that's the revenue we make on the accounts. And it's stair steps. As you get more customers, you move to 25%, 30, 35, 40, 45, and then eventually 50 at 2,000 residual revenue. So let's look at this. Let's say you got a restaurant doing 100,000 in sales on dual pricing. Let's say it's 800 in residual revenue. And then you got one pharmacy customer, 10 residual revenue. You got a small group who got on that healthcare product, 10 employees at the local hair salon. That's 400 residual revenue. Then you got your uncle got the healthcare, $40 residual revenue. And then you got another business that got on the dual pricing, $950 residual revenue. And then you got, over time, you just got 20 pharmacy users. You're saving them all money. They all love you for it. That's 200 residual revenue. And your total is 2,400 residual revenue. Well, are you over 2,000? Yes. So you'd be at the 50% mark. You're making $1,200 a month income to you monthly. Next month, you'll get 1,200. The following month, 1,200. The following month, 1,200. You got 1,200 this month for what you did in the past. What are you going to do with this month's 1,200 when you know you're getting 1,200 next month and the following and the following and the following? Well, that's pretty cool. That's residual income lifestyle. And fortunately, my family, I've been blessed. I've been working in residual income since 91. I have not needed a salary in decades because my residual income is already above what I need to live. And when you have that, you're financially independent, right? You may not be wealthy on Forbes 100, but if, let's say you kept going and you got to 15,000 residual revenue and you're making 7,500 a month, maybe 3 years, 4 years, work part-time with us. Imagine a college freshman starting with us and talking to clients and getting, instead of 6, like you see here, they go out and get 50 customers. and they've got $20,000 in residual revenue. They're making 10 grand a month when they graduate. Yeah. And there's no caps. It's spectacular. So obviously there's some lucrative bonuses and residuals that can be earned as an agent. Now it's performance based. You got to be willing to talk to businesses and help fuel their profits with funding, help fuel their profits by lowering the merchant processing fees, right? Help them get money if they're in a pinch. You got to help them save on their healthcare. You got to be willing to talk to people. But if you do, it can be quite lucrative. Now, it doesn't stop there. As we said, you can build an agency. You can refer other agents. And when you do so, that's called agent addition. We're going to pay you 10 to 50% of the base commissions of what they earn. So that means you help me. Let's say I help someone get a funding of $80,000. Well, let's say that's 8,000 bonus revenue. I'm going to make, remember, 40% of 8,000. I make $3,200. I'm pretty happy. You, for referring me, you're going to make 10 to 50%. Well, what's 10% of that? The minimum, you make 320. What if you're at 25%? Well, 25% of $800. What if you're at 50%, 1,600? And again, I'm the one who got the client. Client's pleased, I'm pleased, you're pleased. How many agents do you want to build on your team? Let's look at the residual. Let's say this is the residual income of the people in your team that they made annually. Let's say you're at 10%, and the person there, you're making 7 grand this year on that person. The agent over there, you were in Minnesota, you're making 3. How about the person out there in Seattle? 3. How about out east? 4. Colorado, 14 grand. And if you add up all these, that totals $60,000 in these examples. If you had a team that looked like this and this is their income, pretty spectacular. So you got the now bonuses and the residual. What if you're at 20%? That 60 becomes 120. What if you're at 50%? It becomes 300,000 this year in your enroller match, not counting your bonuses, not counting your own customers. Obviously, building an agent team is lucrative, or can be lucrative, from the residuals and bonuses. But as we said, it doesn't stop there, because your agent may go, I want that opportunity. And they build their own agency. And you can see here, you referred 6 and they each referred 7. You got 42 people on your second generation. That's called multiplication. You only referred 6, but you got 42. How's that work? Well, multiplication is better than addition. Addition's awesome, though. Look at this. Let's say typical agency model, you refer 3 agents a month, let's say, for 7 months. You got 21 agents. That's fantastic. You're making 10 to 50% of everything they do. That's unbelievable. That's where most companies stop, if they allow you to build an agency. We don't. We have multiplication. What if your 21 people wanted to refer people? You get paid on them. You can anyway. Let's look at this. Let's say you didn't refer 3 a month. You only did 3 one time. And let's say those 3 only did that. They only did it one time too. Just once. You duplicate that, it keeps on growing, because everyone wants to refer 3. And you'd have over 3,000. What if you refer 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Remember, it's free. You'd have over 3,000. Obviously, multiplication is pretty significant. But what we do is we pay you through 7 levels of your team, 25%. 25%. Now, you have to qualify for this by getting customers yourself and building the team, of course. But 25% of whatever their base commissions are in residual, you earn. Yeah. So what if you had 50 people in your team all making $1,000 a month in base commissions? That'd be 50,000 in total in your 7 levels. You're making 25% of it. That is 12 grand on just this bonus, not counting what we talked about in the prior screens. And we have other things. We have override bonuses on fundings. We also have residual overrides and ownership coding overrides. Hard to explain. Just know there's more benefits to take on leadership roles with our company. Obviously, the multiplication is even better than addition was better than being alone, but multiplication is better than addition. We also have perks like car allowances, expense allowances, revenue sharing, equity in the company, and we have all the training. So in summary, you can be just an agent, which is significant, help fuel business owners and consumers and make great residuals and bonuses. If you want to add other agents, by doing so, you're going to make 10 to 50% of their base commissions. There's no limit on how many you refer. As that multiplies, we'll pay you 25% through 7 generations. And of course, you have perks, car allowances, expense allowances, et cetera. And we even have some overrides that aren't on here. As I mentioned, we give you all the training you need. It's all tool-based. There's no cost, simple, easy to learn and get up to speed, cookie cutter style, tool culture, videos, online stuff, resource center online, back office online, live weekly calls, team leadership who earns when you win. So you think the person who enrolled you wants to help? Of course. You think their leadership wants to help? Of course. So in summary, you can start your own agency for free. It's a proven company, innovative services with a competitive advantage. You can earn now money or residual, and you can build an agency team if you want, but you never have to. And of course, we have a duplicated system. So where do you stand? That's our presentation. Real simple. We find that there's three types of people really who watch. First, just aren't interested. We understand. Second, or maybe interested. And the third are, man, I'm interested. I'm ready to go. What we say is this: if you're a one, we thank you for attending. You're not interested, no problem. Stick around. If you're a two or three, though, we're going to go through 4 steps of getting started quick. But if you're a one, before leaving, let me just say this: whoever introduced you is going for it with us. You know, they got great services they believe in. Get a quote on your healthcare. Get a quote on your pharmacy. Get a quote on your payment processing if you're a business owner. Get your ID theft protection with us rather than LifeLock. Get more coverage at a lower price. You know, support their business, basically. Give it a try and maybe even refer others. But if you're a 2 or 3, I thank you for attending. And if you're a 1, thanks. You can leave at this time. But for the 2s and 3s, we just want to go through the 4 steps of getting started real quick. Take 5 minutes and you'll be rolling with us. Number 1, join. It's free. Get started. Whoever referred you will give you their link. You join right online. They'll send you a link. It'll have their ID number embedded at the end. You click on it. You fill out you click join now and you enter the information. You are now an independent agent with us and you're ready to market our services. You're going to get an email welcome letter. Read it and save it. That's key. Read it and save it. Why? Because it's the keys to your castle. It's got your links to your agent resource center, your back office, the free marketing app, the getting started trainings, the replicated websites it's basically your cash register, how you get credit for everything. Those are all in your welcome email. If you lose that, you got to call support and have them resend it. But so just read it and save it. All right. That's number 1. Get started. Number 2, get trained. You wouldn't buy a McDonald's or a Chick-fil-A and do it your own way, would you? That wouldn't be smart. So don't join D.A.C and do it your own way either. We're not going to teach you to do anything that violates who you are or violates integrity, but why not learn our proven methods? Go through our Get Started training first. It's time sensitive. Go through our customer acquisition trainings, learn our features and benefits and competitive advantages and our process, right? Go through our comp plan training so you see how to qualify to earn more for doing the same work. And then recruiting training, if you want to add agents, go through that. Of course, stay plugged in any live Zooms we do. We do meetings every day. They're short. You can listen to them. You can ask questions on them. We got experts on every day to answer your questions about our business. And of course, you got your team leaders you can work with, and then any events we're doing you want to plug into. So get trained. Step 3, get yourself positioned. We have something called Super Trainer that gives you 8th level. Remember we talked about in the presentation, you can get 7 levels on your team, 25%. We'll add an 8th to it if you qualify for this. Now, this is a seasonal thing we have going right now. You got to qualify for this by the end of October. This is available now. It may not be extended past September. So you have till the end of October to qualify for this, 8th level qualified. And how you do it is, well, you have till the end of next month, but you got to watch the Get Started training. It's basically become a trainer, team trainer level, and have 200 residual revenue by the end of next month. It's not entirely difficult, but then you'd get 8th level forever. You got to stay qualified, but as long as you stay qualified, you get paid. How big could that 8th level be? How much residual revenue are those 6,000 people going to make? Heck, even if you only had 10 people on that level, what if they're all making $1,000 a month? That's 10,000. You could be making $2,500 more a month, 30,000 more a year by qualifying for this. If you only had 10 people there making 1,000 a month, what if you had one making 10,000? Well, it's the same 2,500. Don't miss out on this. The Get Started training will teach you. Number 4, launch your business. Use the free marketing app to approach people you know. We always say start with warm market business owners. Help them out. Help them out. It's like you have a life jacket and you know people going kayaking. You go, I'm not going to talk to anyone I know who's going kayaking. I don't care if I have life jackets, right? Or if you see people getting in a kayak, that's canvassing as a customer. When you're out and about and you come across people who own a business, just Talk to them while you're in the restaurant. Talk to them, meet the owner, let them know you can help them. Inform any business owners you know and non-business owners. Go social. We'll teach you how. But basically, it's get started, get trained, get positioned, and get going. And the last thing I'll say is, do you want to be a team leader? Why do I say that? Because team leader is a person, all it is a decision. Someone saying, hey, if I'm going to do this, I would want to duplicate a team. I'd want to earn those agency matches. And heck, that network of agencies, as that grows, this is free. You can make full-time money today by helping a business get funding. Are you kidding me? There's no license required. And I can help someone make more profit today by putting them on this brand new dual pricing payment processing like gas stations have had for a decade. It's now available for restaurants. Yeah. And the equipment's already live. Yeah. And I can market it to them. Yeah. And they can get all their fees down to zero. Yeah. And I get paid on it. Yeah. Why wouldn't people want to do this? Exactly. Some people would rather sell sports drinks. I get it. Some people would rather sell skincare. I get it. Some people say, man, I can make full-time money just by getting one client a month on funding. Yeah. I can make full-time money by getting 10 or 15 clients on payment processing and it's coming in every month residually. Yeah. That's a lot easier. Hey, some people feel that way. Why wouldn't I do this? And then some people say, if I'm going to do that, I could build a team of people who think like I think. I could build a massive team of people who can do this. I want to be a team leader. Just let the person know who referred you when you join. Hey, I want to be one of those team leaders, and they'll do a private game plan with you and help you launch your business the right way with some leadership. All right. This is live because I want to be available for questions. It's September 6th. If you're here right now and you have a question, that's why I'm here. You don't have to ask one. You can type it in the chat bar if you want it to be anonymous. I'm happy to answer it, or you can use your virtual hand raise and I'd be happy to answer you there. But while I'm saying this, or while I'm waiting, see if you put a question in. Monday at 1 o'clock, I'm doing this again. Monday at 1 o'clock. Next week, we're going to do it every day at 1 o'clock and Tuesday and Thursday at 9. After that, we don't know if we're going to keep doing these live like this because it's on our website. People can watch 24 hours a day. The one I did Tuesday nights on our website right now, 24/7, they can watch it. But we want to be able to answer live questions. So next week, we have 3 or 4 of us who are doing presentations throughout the week. Every day at 1 o'clock next week. And Tuesday and Thursday at 9 o'clock, same channel, DACzoom.com. We got leaders helping us on Tuesday and Wednesday. We have others jumping in on other presentations too. So the key is you can bring guests who can ask questions before they join, right from the founder of the company or one of our leaders of the company. So any questions right now? How long? First commission is paid as soon as you earn it. And we actually have a pay card. So when you join, one of your links is going to be to set up your pay account, and your pay account is a checking account and you get a debit card. So when we pay you, you get it same day. So we issued commissions today. It's already in people's bank accounts. It's already on their card. So when we say you're paid next day, it's available next day. It's not like shipped to you or sent to you next day. It's available. It's in your debit card. And worse, by the end of that night, because sometimes the banking, it takes a little time to show up on your card, but it's available. I won't say real time, but same day. Pretty spectacular. So you want to set that up. Otherwise, that delays your, if you haven't set that up when you're in your first commission, we still send it to that checking account. You got to set it up then and get your card to use it. You can transfer money out of there and everything else. Pretty cool. Okay, I don't see any other questions. I think it's great. All right, then listen. Hey, have a spectacular weekend. Get yourself joined, get yourself trained, get yourself going, and get yourself positioned for Super Trainer. And in the meantime, between now and Monday, I bet if you join today and you watch our business funding training and our get started training, so you got maybe an hour and a half of videos in after you join, you'll be ready to talk to clients. I bet you could have an application in by Monday. Someone you know owns a business who could use business funding. Someone you know, you tell them about dual pricing, that it's no longer restricted to just gas stations, that every business can do it, and they're going to. 5 years from now, every business will. Someone you know, you say, do you want to eliminate your fees? Yes. All you need you do is give me your statements. And you fill out a form right at your site. You upload their statements and we get them a quote. And we get them live within a couple of weeks or within a week if it's some systems are quicker than others. And then you're getting paid every month for the life of them using it. And they're making more profit immediately. Immediately. You get them funding to launch a new location by Monday, and you're paid Tuesday or Wednesday. That's spectacular. So don't hesitate. The early bird gets the worm. Is that what they say? Yeah. Well, I'm not looking for worms, and I know you're not either. But the person at rest stays at rest. The person in motion stays in motion. Get in motion, and let's drive your emotions up by helping businesses. God bless.